What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are doing a 3-for-1 today. We're going to talk about Sperax, SPA. We're going to talk about XPR and syrup in this video. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Let's try and move through this a little bit fast because there is 3 in 1, so we'll just give a brief kind of description on each of these. Right, SPA is looking like it's at a good area to bounce, honestly. I mean, higher lows here, all in line, all in the same trajectory. You got a nice accumulative pattern here, higher highs, higher lows, clear parallel channel there. I very much think that you're at the base of this channel, therefore you're probably going to go up. We know that this thing likes to move fast whenever it does move, so if we were to move up to the upside here to the upper ends of this channel, something on the lines of like a 3x, 4x move could be coming our way by the end of this week, by the end of this month, if not sometime by the end of August for sure. You know, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but the average expectation for the average the expectation for the average coin's performance between now and the end of August would be something on the lines of like a 3 to a 5x. So that right there, going up to 5.3 cents, that could be it. That really could be it. And you could go higher. Absolutely you could. But from a high to a low, we take this overall. Should I take this low? Maybe that low. That's the fake out low. That's right there in your golden ratio range. So yeah, you could very well see, and I'm just eyeballing it here, but something at about like a 4.7, 4.8 cent price to about a 6.7 cent price, something 6.6 cent price, something in that area. That might be where you go, and that could be where you top off. And if you top off there in August, cool, whatever. You'll consolidate going into September, October, and then October you should start to rally, and maybe then you'll start to see new all-time highs by the end of the year. I could see that happening, but for right now, lower lows in the RSI, double bottom at the RSI, higher lows in the price. Yes, you have a lower low here, but not on a closing basis, so that was like a fake out in a sense. I think you're about to rip up. Yeah, you're looking like you want to move up. You got a little W look right here. Once you get above that nipple, you should be ripping and running and seeing prices that are at least at 4.8 to 6.5 cents. If not there, then I would think by the end of August, at the best case scenario, you would stop around 10 to 15 cents, okay? Best case scenario, 10 to 15 cents by the end of August. You could go up a lot more. It's a low market cap coin. I could be expecting it, underestimating it. That's the right word. But with its lack of performance, I feel like I'm being fair. What was the next one that we were going to talk about? We were going to talk about XPR network. Now this thing is showing a little bit of life. It's been very boring. It's been one of the more boring coins that we talk about semi-regularly here. But 36% last week. That's nice to see. Up 6% today. Not too bad. 6 days, 7.5 hours left in this week here. You've got your own W kind of going on here, don't you? You've got this nice little like cup here, nice little cup there, and you've broken out and you've gone above. I would say you've gone above where the W started, right? Maybe the W started all the way back here, and you've yet to exact that price action, but I do believe regardless of how you interpret this bottom, I still think that we have higher to go. I definitely do. Looking at this here, I don't know if this is a bull flag or what. If you take out this blemish, it's a bull flag, but normally bull flags, if they have blemishes, they kind of invalidate themselves. But that was a weird day, February 3rd there. I don't know. And I wouldn't know where to measure this. Maybe it's not a bull flag. I don't want to take that approach. What I do want to see or want to say is that we've moved up. You've back tested for support. You've back tested prior areas of resistance here, prior areas of resistance back here, and support back here. Very significant area to find support off of it, and you had a very significant move as a result. Both times. But the second time you had a more significant result, and that's good, right? If you're on a line, let's just see here. Can I get an example of this? Where could I find an example? I can't. Not in this chart. There's no examples of it. Essentially, though, if you've got like a line like this and you're finding support on it, and then as you're coming down to find support on it, you start to get less significant results. You'd expect to break through, right? Where here you came down, you found support of this line, you had a significant result, kind of less significant, but then a more significant result. That tells me that probably is the low, and you're not going to revert back down there. I would assume, looking at XPR here from a high to a low, that by the end of August, you would likely break above this golden ratio. Maybe by the end of July, you're up here at about 1 cent to 1.2 cents, somewhere in there. Maybe just below 1 cent, but something in there by the end of July, maybe, if not higher. By the end of August, we're looking for prices that are anywhere from about 1.9 cents to 5 cents. I do believe personally that XPR will see prices that are above 3 cents. And the reason for that is if we take this high, we're not going to take the February 3rd low because I think it's kind of a scam wick. We're going to take this low here, high to low. If I took this low, it would just increase the price predictions, right? It just increase. Look at this line, the 1618, the 1886. Look at how high they are. Look at how they came down, right? So I'm not cherry picking in favor of the bulls. I'm cherry picking, and I'm not even cherry picking. I think I'm being accurate, right? Don't don't include scam wicks in your analysis. I think that that's fair. High to low, I would anticipate that we see 2.2 to 2.5 cents at a minimum, 5.27 cents at a maximum. I really do like this 3.5 cent area though, 3.5 to 4 cent area. That's my personal expectation by the end of August. So maybe not quite a 10x, but something on the lines of like a 7x to a 9x move could come your way. XPR. You're probably going to be moving up this week. If Bitcoin sees a little shakeout, do anticipate some turbulence as well, but I don't know if that's what I would think it happens. You are 23 minutes left in this 1 hour candle, finding resistance to the overbought zone. Yeah, maybe you come down a little bit. Maybe you come back down to like 00443. You got 00455 right now, so it's not too crazy. But yeah, that's probably all I got there. I don't think I have anything else for XPR. Your 4 hour time frame looks pretty damn bullish. Maybe short term 1 hour time frame bearish, but look at that. I mean, that's a nice channel right there. Higher lows, higher highs, the whole thing. I mean, you're moving up. Over the days to come, you're definitely going to move up, as will the rest of the markets probably. Last but not least, certainly not least, is Syrup, although it has been underperforming a lot of coins lately. That's kind of how it is, though, right? Whenever a coin outperforms the majority of the market while the market's being boring, when the market starts to kick up, that exciting coin becomes boring. It's like it takes its turn. It's the attention getter, the go-getter while things are boring and things are tough. And then whenever everything's easy, it's like now you're the problem child. But you are, there's some things that I would address to be concerned with. But I have to admit that every time I'm bearish on this thing, it just pumps. So I'm not going to get bearish on it now. But one thing that is a little concerning is this look. It looks like you're rolling over. When you have this kind of rounded look, I don't like that. Normally, that can lead to a very quick drop. So just understand, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not saying this will happen, but if we get a quick drop for Syrup, it would probably be over before you know it, right? It would happen super fast and it'd be over before you know it. At no point in time would it be a good time to sell or a reason to be too fearful, right? It might suck. It might not be fun to catch. I mean, like just looking at it roughly, to catch a move that's down like more than 20%, even 30% possible drop from here, it wouldn't be fun. But it will recover. Just have faith that it will recover. And if you're looking to buy some Syrup, that might be a great opportunity to buy. It not might be. I think it would be a very great opportunity. Looking at the daily RSI, though, we see some different things, though, right? We do have lower highs and lower lows, right? We do have this kind of shape taking form. Now, I didn't draw that bottom line the best. It's more like this, right? Lower lows, lower highs like this. But you're at the area where you'd expect to find support. Not only based on the trend of the RSI, but also at the 40 level here on the RSI. This is a good area to find support. Even if you still are moving down, you'd at least move up to some degree from here. So I would expect that we see Syrup move up a little bit from here. If you're looking at this on a 1 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, oversold zone getting in and looking like you want to come out of it. Yeah, I think you're going to bounce here, guys. I really do think that Syrup will bounce right here. How high will it go? That remains to be seen. Maybe it's a lower high. We find resistance right here at about 51 cents, maybe 50 cents itself, somewhere in there. If you can get above this level here at about 53.6 cents, 53.5 cents, actually. Let's see, what level is it to be specific? If you can get above 53.5 cents, break above there, close above there on a 1 hour time frame or greater time frame, then you're probably done moving down. I would think that you retrace a little bit more. We'll see. 4 hour time frame looks bullish, higher lows, right? A little bit of a flat top. We love a flat top with higher lows. We love that. That's good. Actually, it's very good, and you're probably going to find support here and move up. So looking to break out of that. Will this happen this week? Maybe, maybe not. If you move up here and you find resistance, maybe you kind of consolidate for the rest of the week, and then next week you break out. I don't know. But when you get into the overbought zone on the 4 hour time frame, that should be the time when you're breaking out of this kind of lower end of consolidation phase here, right? And at that point in time, you'd be looking for new all-time highs, right? New all-time highs in the form of, let's see, a bucket of water, high to low. Name that TV show, man. If you know that TV show, you're old. That's for 47 cents. Shape of a lot. I don't know what would it be. Shape of a technical analyst. 47 cents. High to low, 72.3 cents, 81.6 cents. 1272, 1618, something in there. That would be the next target area. Okay, so from here, by the end of the month of July, as long as this is your low and you don't continue to persist lower, I would think that you do stand to gain 55 to 73%. And you probably push higher. You will see prices, I think, that are above $1 going into August. Syrup has been very, very bullish. Again, keep in mind, it's been very bullish while a lot of things have been bearish. Now that everything's starting to kick up, now that we're starting to see the market come alive, I doubt that we're going to underperform. Yes, we're underperforming right now, but the market, we're testing the waters right now. The market hasn't really come alive yet. I know it feels like it, but just wait, okay? Just wait. And when it does, I wouldn't be surprised. Not only are you above $1, but I mean, you could be worth multiple dollars by the end of August. We could see some spectacular growth. I'm expecting the average coin from their current prices to do something on the lines of like a 3 to a 5x move. And Syrup is definitely not your average coin. But it does move slowly, to be completely fair. A 3x move would take you up to about $1.40. A 5x move would take you up to about $2.38. I could absolutely see you being worth $3 or more by the end of August. Absolutely, it could happen. But if not, somewhere around whatever that was, like $3.30, $1.40, something like that. I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.